What's going on YouTube? Rob again, and today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Beast Hunters Predacons Rising Beastfire Predaking. Now this is the leader class, question mark? It doesn't really have like a size class on here that I'm aware of. It's but it's, I guess, somewhere between leader class and Titan class. So here he is. He is a Target exclusive, as you can see up there at the top, only at Target. He has a 21-inch wingspan and light up fire breath. He also requires 2 AA batteries, which are not included. So just a heads up, the battery's not included. But this guy looks pretty cool. He's really, really large. Much larger in person than he appears to be on camera. And see on the side, it's got a little blurb here. It says, with the power of the Infernum Blade, his to command, Predaking will crush or conquer all who are foolish enough to oppose him, even the legendary Optimus Prime. It's got a little bit of stuff on the back here. It shows you again the 21-inch wingspan, light up fire breath, Infernum Blade included. Well, that's good because it's his tail. Dual missile launchers. And on the side here you can see technical data. Strength 10, intelligence 8, speed 9, everything else 10 until skill is 6. So he's pretty much just a hack and slash kind of guy. But you know, so am I. Who am I to judge? So, but really, really cool. I was looking forward to have this guy in hand. So I'm gonna get him open and see what he's all about. I'll see you guys in just a moment. Alright guys, here we have Beastfire Predaking. And this guy is really large. And again, it's very deceptive to see it on camera. You really have to see it in person to understand exactly how large this thing is. But you can kind of get an idea just by the fact that, I can't really get his whole wingspan into the camera unless I, move him all the way back. But I guess, I'll just start out with some size comparisons here. So here is Beastfire Predaking. Okay. Here is Voyager size Predaking. We'll just fold his wings down so you can just tuck in right underneath there. And just for giggles, here is Cyberverse Commander class Predaking. We'll just tuck him right in there. So yeah, this guy is very, very large, very large. Honestly, the Voyager class version and the giant one are pretty similar in terms of length, which is kind of odd. But I mean, obviously, it gets a lot longer when you extend the neck out. And that really is the kind of the major bummer of this figure, is that his head is just kind of always in this upright locked position until you hit this little lever on his neck, and then his head goes down. That's his gimmick. That's what takes the battery. It's just this light up. His eyes light up and his little horn glows. And he gets kind of, his mouth does glow. I'm sure if it were darker in here, his mouth would glow. He's got this kind of snapping or fire-breathing action here, which is cool. But I really wish that the neck were disposable without it, because it really is kind of a bummer that his head is just kind of up in this pose all the time. But other than that, articulation's pretty decent. He's got his wings are very poseable. They can ratchet up and down at the base, but just be careful because his wings actually also act as kind of battery covers. They just slip over the battery compartments, so it's very easy to knock those off. But they do just plug right back on again, and they do also joint right here. They go up and down a couple of clicks. He's jointed here at the midpoint. Some nice solid joints right there, and they can lock, you know, in whatever position. You saw the head on that kind of a neck joint thing. Arms, he's got ratcheting rotation like so. He's got a lower, or an elbow swivel rather, and an elbow ratchet. His wrists are ball joints, and there's a little cutaway so he can get a little bit of forward motion out of that as well. His dragon legs are rather limited in posability. They just kind of are static. They're locked into position. You can unlock them and get some motion out of them, but other than that, there's not really much going on there. His foot is on a ball joint and can be kind of wiggled around or turned. I like to kind of have him out to the side when he's sort of in dragon mode to kind of splay the feet a little bit and kind of differentiate a little bit more from his robot mode. The tail can just go up and down. No real movement on the tail, but it does have a nice chopping motion. But yeah, that's his beast mode. He does also have the little crossbow weapons on the wings that they can fire. Sometimes when you do not necessarily wish for them to. But yeah, there you have it. And we'll try and contain that one. There you go. So he does have the firing weapons. Very cool. Couple more quick comparisons right now. We'll do. We'll just do one more for the beast mode. We'll put him with his buddy. Well, not his buddy. His creator. Shockwave. So there's that. Not quite in scale, but much better than with the Voyager version, that's for sure. So yeah, you do get that going on. And let me just pause the video here, and then we will do transformation to robot mode. Alright, so to transform this guy into robot mode, first we're going to move Cliffjumper here, just going to drive him out of the way. I don't know why Cliffjumper got into the shot. Alright, so first thing you want to do is we're just going to unplug the tail here. And you don't really have to do this, but you know, I'm going to show off the weapons, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to pull off the crossbow thingies, and we'll just get those down just a little bit, just kind of get them out of the way. I'm just going to flip out the side spikes on his shoulders. And basically, all the transformation is pretty much in the tail here. So you just want to, or not the tail, but the legs, the back legs. So we're going to straighten his feet out here. Straighten those out. Then we're going to kind of move these back and kind of twist them up and then lock them into place. Twist up, move back, lock it into place. And there you have basically his feet all set, just like so. His arms, very simple. Again, just move them down, twist the hand around, and just kind of collapse his fist. They do a decent job of turning into like fisties. That's pretty cool. And then his robot, or dragon head rather, you're just gonna push the whole assembly back and just stretch it out a little bit and kind of rest it on his back here, like so. There we go. Just kind of get it out of the way. Spin his head around. And yeah, that is pretty much it. Alright guys, so here is Beastfire Predaking's robot mode. And let me just do a quick close-up on his head here, just so you can see kind of the face sculpt and get my camera to focus. There we go. So pretty cool head sculpt, and he's got this little yellow button on the side, and if you press that, his chest and his eyes and his crest light up, and I think that's pretty cool. His head can rotate around however you like, but there's no ball joint, so he can't look up or down, but he can spin his head around. He's got the same articulation in his wings that he did before, you know, up, down, you move these in and out however you want. Same arm articulation going on here. He's got the, you know, elbows, wrists, all that good stuff. No waist articulation, no waist swivel, but he does have in and out, forward and back. He's got knees, he's got a thigh swivel, and the same ball joint in his feet. So decently articulated. Certainly get some cool poses out of him. You know, I think he's very simplistic, but I think that works for him just because, you know, he's really nicely big and really nicely menacing, and I think that's kind of the important. They got the important aspects there. That he's intimidating. And I do certainly appreciate that. He's got the crazy wingspan, and so I'll show you guys his color scheme. He's definitely got. I like his paint apps better than on the Voyager class, but he could also use some that the Voyager class has, and I'll show you that really quickly here. So here is Voyager Predaking. And as you can see, he's got some of the orange on his chest and the gold here and on his legs and whatever. And this guy is definitely missing some of those orange paint apps that he could definitely use. But overall, I mean, it's certainly an improvement. You can see the difference in size is pretty obvious. We'll move this guy right aside here. We're going to give Predaking his sword. Crazy sword of killing things. Let's see. There you go. Just hold it like that, buddy. Perfect. Alright. He can also hold his crossbow, or you can stick it back on his wings if you so desire. Whatever you like to do. You can also stick it on the side of his arm. He does have pegs on the sides of his forearm here. And another quick size comparison. Here he is with Beast Hunter Prime. So very nice scale there with the other Voyager figures. I think they look pretty great together. And just for another quick comparison that you may be interested in, I didn't bring out Starscream, and I apologize. I know in hindsight that's probably one of the ones I should have grabbed, but I simply forgot to. So I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. Right, here he is with a few of his Predacon mates. There we go. Just gotta get these guys all. They've been hiding away in storage. Here we go. Alright, so you can see Predaking is a big guy, and that wingspan is quite impressive. Especially for those of you that have Prime here, you know how big he is in hand. You can see how much bigger Predaking here is. So very cool. Target exclusive, as I said. So I personally think that it is a worthwhile buy. It certainly has its drawbacks. It's certainly not perfect by any means, but it's not a bad toy. Like it's fun to mess around with. The size of it alone really just, I think, adds to the enjoyment, because it's cool to fly a gigantic dragon around. And yeah, I mean, the gimmicks are kind of like whatever, and they only kind of detract from the dragon mode, especially with the the neck being locked kind of in that position. But there's enough playability there, and enough to enjoy that I still think it's a worthwhile purchase. So if you can get it on sale, if Target has a sale and the price goes down, then definitely pick it up. But even at full price, it's not bad. Certainly not bad. So I wouldn't go on eBay for it. I wouldn't go searching and get the secondary market prices. I would go straight through Target. I know the website has it on pre-order for the U.S. I don't know what's up with other countries. You'll have to figure that out. But yeah. But overall, I'm having a lot of fun with them. I've only had them for an afternoon, so yeah. I would say give them a shot, or at least if you know somebody that has one, try to get your hands on theirs and just mess around with them and see if he works for you. But I think he's pretty cool. I just love the way he looks on next to all the other Predacons and things. So that's going to do it for this review, guys. Thanks so very much for watching. As always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to be back with some more Transformers stuff very, very soon, I hope. And yeah, that's going to do it for now. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.